Since you're seeing my face this up close and you already read the title, you know it's time for vlog number 2, and today I'm gonna talk about my YouTube setup. One of the first things that is a little bit complicated is finding a place where you can record yourself, and I tried this one. I also recorded in this place, which changed so much that I cannot even record here anymore. I still sometimes use this one that I tried out in the very beginning. This place where the sun is basically hitting my face all the time. For some videos I used this place a lot and I lit my TV and stuff, and after a while I realized that I needed a safe place. A place that was on my mind since I started YouTube and became my place for now. You usually see it up until here, I think, and that was essentially what made me not use it in the first place. But I came back to it because this thing is kind of handy to light the back of my head, and a lot of other things, like the light coming from the side is pretty nice. So on days like this where there's a lot of natural light coming in and the sun is on the other side, I can use the space very good. And if not, I have a light right here which I can plug in and it just works. So yeah, this is how my journey went from finding the right space. So if you are looking for a space, just go with your guts. Probably the first choice you had in mind is the best one. I have bought 2 very cheap lights and I don't really regret it. A little bit. But it's better than nothing and it works fine for what I'm doing, and I try to use natural light, but that's not always possible. You get very different variations in your footage and you have to, you know, correct everything, and it's just it's so much easier when you just have one light source and everything works well. So yeah, just, you know, invest in some lighting. I also use this Hugo lamp to give a little bit of color in the background, and I use a small Neewer light that is essentially my hair light, which comes from the back because I have nowhere to attach it to otherwise to really shine on my light, on my hair. And as a mic, I'm using a Rode mic, the small one, which is very cheap and works very well with my Sony Alpha 6400. And yeah, you will see it. So right now I'm preparing for a video. I have my Osmo Action here, and that will film how I set up everything. And yeah, enjoy. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'm gonna film how my setup looks, what you guys usually don't see, with my iPhone real quick. So this is what I see when I talk to you guys. I'm done with my video now, so we're back to vlogging. It doesn't feel like vlogging if you don't have the camera in your hands. It's really weird. So I forgot to mention that I always have my MacBook here, but you usually don't really see inside the frame with all my notes when it comes to the video, because of course I don't remember everything just like that. So this is an essential tool, and now that I'm done, what else can I tell you? I really like this setup because I can use my piano for my lights, as you can see, and it just helps me to set up everything real quick. I just checked on my Osmo. It only took me 3 minutes or so to move everything around and set it up. That's not too bad. It feels like a pain in the ass, to be honest, but it's not too bad. I already mentioned that I like the setup because of the light as well, because the sun goes down on that side, so at some point from I think 12 p.m. or something, I have passive light here, which is quite nice and allows me to shoot with natural light at some days, not always, and I do regret it sometimes because you get this mixed lighting, darker, lighter, sunshine, passive sunshine, but still. Sometimes it's not really nice, but I do prefer the natural light, even if I have to correct some clips to the light I have, because my light is very greenish. You probably don't see it in my YouTube videos. I hope you don't, because then I would have failed at my color grading, but it does tint everything a little bit green, just a tiny touch, and I don't like that. So whenever I can, I try to shoot with natural lighting coming in, with natural light coming in, natural light coming in. So that's quite helpful and I like it, and I get nice light here, and the distance to the piano is quite nice. I mean, it's not ideal. I think I have around 70 centimeters between the 16mm Sigma and me, and then another 70 centimeters between the light and me. It's not ideal, and because of that I can only shoot with the 16mm Sigma here, but it works and it's a small tiny YouTube setup.